We are about to start. Please help me share this live video. Welcome to Let's Talk Tech with Egbo Chidera, sponsored by eCampus TV. Please share the live video to everyone. Let them join the video. Let them join us as we talk tech today on the eCampus platform. This event happens every Friday by 7. We were not able to start early today because a lot of things needed to be put in place to have a successful live stream for today, and we had some technical issues that warranted the late starting, but we hope that as we get better in the nearest future, we'll give you the best of live streams. For this Let's Talk Tech event today, where I'm very sorry I will not be able to make use of a camera, but hopefully next week event will sort out every technical issue that as the one we've encountered today. This remains Let's Talk Tech with Egbo Chidera, that happens every Friday on the eCampus platform by 7 o'clock p.m. If you are just joining, please like, share, and subscribe this live event to as many people as possible. As the topic already states, we'll be looking at what is web development. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching from YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, like, share, and subscribe to our Facebook channel. If you're watching from my website or my personal page, please like and share this live video as you follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. We don't have much to execute. We will just go straight into the topic we have for today. We're looking at what is web development. We'll also be looking at web development roles you can play, as well as how to get started as a web developer. So there are a lot of things you need to understand when it comes to web development. So what is web development? We just go straight in. A web developer's job is to create websites, while their primary role is to ensure the website is visually appealing and easy to navigate. Now, many web developers are also responsible for the website's performance and capacity. Now, if you live and grow in a country like Nigeria, where we have a lot of stuffs going on, you know the technicality in web development is huge. In the later part of this live event, we'll be looking at web development roles you can look out for. You can you can improve yourself to take on and all that. So a web developer job is to create websites. Websites are platforms you use every day on your browsers. These are platforms that makes use of a domain and a hosting in order to make sure you can see a website. You can make use of the website, or you can you can make use of their platform. Now, they make use of code. Some web developers make use of CMS. Some web developers make use of different tools. There are different tools to creating your own unique website. So your duty, if you are a web developer or an aspiring one, is to create websites. Now, there are types of web developer. The way is in every skill set you try to take, there are several types, several aspects you can choose or decide to specialize in. Now, briefly, there are three major category of web developers. Okay, now we have three popular category of web developer. when it comes to web development, the three major category of web development is the back end developers, front end developers, and the full stack developer. So if you are a web developer, you must fall into one of these categories. Is that you are a back end developer, you are a front end developer, and a full stack developer. But because this is a live event and every attendees, anybody who attends this live event must go home with something splendid from the Let's Talk Tech event by Egbo Chidera. Whether you are a student, whether you are a teacher, whether you work for somebody, you are a business owner, you need a website in our current age. That is what Let's Talk Tech is all about. We are helping you solve the problem as a business owner, a student, as a web developer, as somebody who wants to make use of tech on a daily basis. That is why we've thought it wise to bring this topic to you today. What is web development? And now I've said there are three categories of web developers. If you intend to employ a web developer, what category do that web developer you hope to employ? What category do they fall into? And what category of what is their strength? So that they can be more specialized. They can either be back end, front end, or full stack. And I said, because this is a live event, I would want you to go home smiling with. I want you to leave with a lot of teachings. I am adding an extra one category that is not well known. We call them the webmasters. Okay, now some web developers work as webmasters. They take a closer look at they maintain these platforms. Webmasters, as we dive into it fully, where I explain these categories one by one, you will get to understand in essence what role webmasters play and why can they also be called web developers. They have their separate category, though not yet popularly known, but it is there. After a successful web site building, the role of a webmaster cannot be pushed away. Okay, so we look at the back-end web developers first. Who are the back-end web developers? Back-end web developers create the website structure, they write the code, they verify the code, ensuring that the code works well. Their responsibility also to include managing access points for others who need to manage a website's content. So a back-end developer is responsible for any responsive website. Is responsible for the structure that you have on the website. Now, personally, as a web developer, I make use of the language known as PHP. Now, what does PHP help you do? PHP is a language, a scripting language, a back-end language that allows you to also build on the front end and work on the back end, creating that connection between your website, your database, and your script, your browser. So PHP basically helps me a lot when I'm building websites or building on a platform or a CMS like WordPress. Now, before we go further, I would like to introduce you to a course.
Are you tired of feeling unfulfilled in your job? Do you want to learn new skills and take control of your career? Look no further.
Now, if you need any of my course video, go on to course.egbochidera.com.ng. I've got a lot of course there for you. Some are yet to be published, some are already available. You can check out some of my courses. I have building super responsive sites using WordPress, and a whole lot of courses are available on my website. Do well to go check it out once you are free. So we are back. Now, back end web development, what is it all about? It's all about verifying the code, ensuring it works, and creating that connection, connecting bridge between your user and your database through your website and all of that. So that's the function of the back end developer. What when we say the category of front end developers, what do? They work on the visual part of the website, that part of the website your visitors can relate to, that part of the website where they can interact with. Okay, so they are known as the user interface. They work with the user interface, they work on the user interface, and they design the physical layout of each page, integrate graphics, and use HTML and JavaScript to enhance the site. Okay, so if you are just joining the live stream, please do well to like, share, and comment your questions. I'll take your questions. Maybe if not today, we'll likely take it during the next section. That's the next week section, or I'll make a full video to explain, and not just to you, to help other people who might be interested in that question to understand, get the understanding from that question. Front end web developers, we've said they work with your user interface. They ensure that everything you have going on in your user interface is very responsive. Now, they design the physical layout of each page, integrate graphics, and use HTML and JavaScript to enhance. Now, JavaScript, HTML, CSS are programming languages that front-end web developers work with. Now we have frameworks. We now have frameworks that they also work with, like Bootstrap and React JS and all of that. So there are a lot of things you should know when it comes to web development. You can decide to specialize. You can decide to take this next category we are looking at. The next category being the full stack development. You can decide to be a full stack developer. What do? They work on both the back end and the front end of the website. So you can call them the back and front end developers. Now, these developers have the knowledge to build a complete website from scratch, or to work on any existing website. Now, this is more profitable for organizations who do not have the budget to pay a large web development team. So they could just employ a full stack web developers. Full stack developers, they already have concrete understanding of how to implement the front end and work on the back end at the same time, and even they build their front end and their back end together. So it's not like building separately, where they have to now begin to use APIs to implement. The full stack developers build the back end and the front end together and put it together in a way that comes out perfectly. So if you are one company, if you are one organization who don't have a large marketing budget to employ a marketing team, a development team, you might want to employ full stack developers. Now, for the last category we talked about was the webmasters. I said a majority of us who know web development up until now, you are watching this live video, might be just coming across the webmasters for the first time. And arguably, I am very pleased to explain to you what role the webmasters play when it's as regards web development, and why is it now a major category? Now, after every successful website has been built, there is need for consistency in managing that website. There is need for consistency in updating that website, ensuring that the links and the application on each page works properly, and this is the role that the webmasters play. Okay, so after successfully building any platform, any website, any web app, the webmasters are in charge of managing the website, updating, upgrading, and ensuring that the links on the website, what makes up a website? Website is made up of combinations of links, joining links, and all that on the website. These are what makes your website come out successful, and the webmasters have a huge role to play in ensuring that after successfully building whatever website you have built, those websites are able to hit the specific targets. Now, we look at web developers' tasks and responsibilities. Now, we've taken our time to understand what web developer categories we have, and I introduced to you the other category that has not been so well spoken of over the period of time, or have been confused for full stack, back end, and front end development. The webmasters, they play a huge role in ensuring that there is a successful website after it has been built. Okay, so like I tell my web development students, I tell them a lot of times that your front end is like they are like the people that builds the architectural structure that people can interact with. The beauty of the website. The back end guys builds the functionality, the foundation of the platform on which the website can stand. Then the front end guys are like the guys that build both the functionalities and build the foundations of the platform, while the webmasters are like the caretaker of your buildings, who manage your platform and make sure there is no damage. Any damage on notice on the platform is corrected, bugs are removed, and all of these are put in place to ensure that after the back end, front end, or the full stack developers are finished building your site, that your site is successful enough to remain steady. Okay, so now we look at the tasks and responsibilities web developers have. Okay, now as a web developer, your tasks will vary depending on your work situation, but day-to-day responsibility might generally include the ones I have here: designing user interfaces and navigation menus. Now, writing and reviewing code for sites, typically HTML, XML. For those who understand coding already, we have HTML, XML, CSS, JavaScript, and a lot of frameworks now. Okay, so writing and reviewing this code for your site, PHP, Python, depending on what code you are very used to or you use in building your platform. You also be integrating multimedia content onto your site. Okay, so web developers they have a role to play in ensuring that content are uploaded, content like videos, like images, are successfully uploaded and linked on the platform. You also be given the role of testing your web applications. After building these platforms, before you roll out your update, you test them for bugs, then you cannot begin to roll out. You also have a task of troubleshooting problems with performance or user experiences, where constant troubleshooting through reviews you get from users of your platform. You are able to troubleshoot your platform. Now, you can also collaborate with designers, developers, stakeholders. These are tasks you must do, because if you must be a successful web developer, you must be a team player. You must be able to play successfully in team building, team development, and all that. So these are really important tasks you need to understand. So how do you become a web developer? Do you just wake up overnight, or maybe because you know how to program, is that all to web development? Do you know how to use some CMS? Is that all to web developer? So I just want to run you through one or two things you should know if you must become a web developer. This is like the interesting part of today's section. Now, if you just joining us for the first time, this is the first time you are seeing Let's Talk Tech Egbo with Egbo Chidera. It's hosted by eCampus TV, sponsored by eCampus TV. So please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are watching from YouTube, please like, share, and follow us on Facebook. If you are watching on the eCampus platform on Facebook, if you're also watching from my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel of Egbo Chidera, like, share, and subscribe. If you're also watching from Facebook as well, like, share, and subscribe. Now you can check me out on my website at www.egbochidera.com.ng. So back to our discussion, how to become a web developer. Build web developer skills, web development skills. Build web development skills. Learn, you could choose to work with CMS. When we say CMS are no code applications that allows you to build websites. Though if you know how to, if you have knowledge, prior knowledge of programming, it will be of advantage to you, but you can still build awesome websites without even having a single knowledge about programming. Now, secondly, consider a degree in computer science or web design. There are a lot of online degree, there are a lot of online certification on web development or web design. You should consider getting a degree in computer science and web design. Now, the good thing is right now you don't need to be a belong to a certain category of student before you are able to get a degree in computer science and web development. So you should also take a course in web development, because taking a course in web development gives you an advantage over a lot of stuffs. Now you are able to have insights, you are able to have professional insight. Now at this point, I want to introduce to you a workshop I have coming up on the 27th of March. Okay, it's going to be awesome. It has been awesomely packaged. Let's see if we can bring up the flyer for you to see. Okay, so yeah, it's a 7 days WordPress beginner workshop. Now you are encouraged to reserve your seat early, because you will be amazed, at how much you can accomplish in just 7 days. There are a lot of things that will be going on. The flyers are on my platform, and hopefully we'll get them up on eCampus platform as soon as possible. Please ensure you share them to as many people you know are intending to become web developers. Now we come back to take the last section of today. Take a course in web development. Take a course in web development. There are a lot of certification, online certification. If you need them, they are free, they are paid ones. Send a DM to me. I can get them across to you as quick as possible. Don't need to stress yourself, go looking for them. I just send you a link and send you one or two links that you're able to, based on your course interest, I'll say get them to you, and you can start your journey as a web developer. And also build a portfolio of web development work. Now build projects. If you have prior knowledge of web development, you work with a CMS, it's not a bad idea. You use you make use of programming languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, Python, Node.js, and all of those. Ensure you are building a portfolio of your work. And lastly, get certified. Your certificate proves that you are qualified. It gives you an edge over everybody who just have the skill. So one thing is having a skill of building websites, of mastering codes, mastering programming language, skills and all of that. Another thing is being certified, being a certified web developer. So get a certificate. At this junction, I am very happy to say that Let's Talk Tech with Egbo Chidera is coming to an end. If you have any questions, please enter my DM. Send me your questions. Okay, I am on Facebook at Chidera Dev. I am on YouTube as Chidera Dev, or you can search me out as Egbo Chidera. I am on Instagram as Dev Egbo, LinkedIn Dev Egbo, Twitter Dev Egbo. I love web development. I love programming. I love marketing. I love social media management. These are the things I do with little and no stress at all. So please, I'm open to collaborations. We build projects. I'm ready to build any project you want me to build. This is Let's Talk Tech with Egbo Chidera. Please ensure you are anticipating what I have for you next week, Friday. Now, this beginner workshop is starting next by 27th of March. A lot of sponsors are pouring in. Please ensure you don't miss out on this opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to begin your journey officially as a web developer. So please join me on the 27th as we start this journey of web development. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be a 7 days of impact, a 7 days where we look at web intro, we have web design, WordPress use, themes and plugins, web pages and blogs. We have e-commerce configuration, SEO insights, and for that SEO insights appearing on Google, there are a lot of tips, there are a lot of things that will be given to you, especially for the bloggers who intend to venture into blog creations and all that. You'll be getting a lot of insights from our amazing instructor. This is just my own flyer. I'm one of the instructors who will be teaching on the platform, and there are other amazing instructors who are willing to come on board to join me on this journey of making web developers within 7 days. I'm very pleased and very glad to be your host of the Let's Talk Tech event that happens on eCampus platform every Friday. It has been a time of amazing inspiration. It has been a time of amazing learning, I must say. And this junction, I say it's a wrap up for today's section, and I know you've been able to get a lot from today. Though it sounds like a podcast, to be honest with you, but I think I myself have gotten a lot of impact from just this event that has taken place today. And I am pleased to say that next week we might be having somebody join us, so ensure you don't miss Let's Talk Tech with Egbo Chidera next week. And remember to register. To register is free, and even the workshop is free, because we have people who are willing, companies and organizations who are going to be sponsoring this event. At the end of this event as well, there are gifts and lots of prizes that can be won by you, proudly sponsored by a lot of people. By Monday, all our sponsors list will be coming out, so you can get to relate with them. Now register form.ecochidera.com.ng. Now you book your seat immediately. The registration closes within on the 25th of March. So depending on when you are seeing this, ensure you register immediately. Okay, so we call it a wrap. This is Let's Talk Tech with Egbo Chidera, and I remain your humble host. This is a shout out to eCampus TV for giving us an amazing support on this show. Thank you, and see you next week, Friday.
want to learn new skills and take control of your career, look no further than my website, course.egbochidera.com.ng. Now, I offer a wide range of courses created by myself and some industry experts and founders of tech enterprises. Courses I have available as we speak include editing videos using Adobe Premiere Pro, building super responsive sites using WordPress, creating professional videos with CapCut Mobile. With each courses, you will gain valuable skills that can be applied to your career or personal project. My courses have been made easy to follow and designed for any skill level you want, though there may be some skill sets that might be required for each courses that will be available. The best part is each course is currently running on a promo price, but you must act fast as this offer is only available from now till April 2nd. Don't wait any longer to take control of your career. Enroll in one of my courses today and start learning valuable skills immediately. Visit course.egbochidera.com to see all of my courses and enroll now. Remember, there is a promo we are currently running on. See you in my course. Are you tired of feeling unfulfilled in your job? Do you want to learn new skills and take control of your career? Look no further than my website, course.egbochidera.com.ng. Now, I offer a wide range of courses created by myself and some industry experts and founders of tech enterprises. Courses I have available as we speak include editing videos using Adobe Premiere Pro, building super responsive sites using WordPress, creating professional videos with CapCut Mobile. With each courses, you will gain valuable skills that can be applied to your career or personal project. My courses have been made easy to follow and designed for any skill level you want, though there may be some skill sets that might be required for each courses that will be available. The best part is each course is currently running on a promo price, but you must act fast as this offer is only available from now till April 2nd. Don't wait any longer to take control of your career. Enroll in one of my courses today and start learning valuable skills immediately. Visit course.egbochidera.com to see all of my courses and enroll now. Remember, there is a promo we are currently running on. See you in my course.